But although I am much more self-critical than I look, and I know this is not very difficult, I am also proud of the work I've done with all these folks here. This year has exceeded the expectations of its beginning, and we can say that Albania has not only entered lately the group stages of the Tourism World League, but it is there to stay and advance further. The new year will begin with the lowest public debt since we took office and the highest projection of revenues. Our currency has never been stronger, inflation is at normal levels, and the largest volume ever of private investments, both domestic and foreign, is ready to flow into the country's economy or into the longest pipeline ever. The average salary in the public sector is close to the ceiling of 1,000 euros, and the salary gap between the public and the private sector is closing faster than predicted. Meanwhile, for the first time in our country's democratic history, unemployment is on the verge of becoming a single-digit figure. And in the new year, Albania will host the European political community, an incredible, big international event that speaks volumes about Albania's restored reputation on the international stage. I have many more things to say about the year we are leaving behind, and you all know, I'm sure, that I'm the best at making speeches painfully long. Our role as responsible member of the UN Security Council, our part in the Human Rights Council, our joint forces on different fronts, our many bilateral agreements, and then again, our further progress in the fight against corruption and organized crime, and more in that, and that, and that. But don't worry, I can sum it all up shortly with a single word: commitment. Absolute commitment towards our nation, our people, our friends, and our partners. Let me conclude with a particular saying in town that goes, he wins because his opposition is weak. Well, let me tell you that this is a half-truth, which is the biggest lie. Because as a man, I was blessed when Linda agreed to marry me. As an unintended consequence of this blessing, I happened to become a prime minister with her on my side, meaning with the toughest opposition. At home, no shouting and no smears and slanders, which at the end of the day are easy to deal with, but difficult questions and hard arguments to counter. And by the way, or late at night or very early in the morning. So if there is a main reason for my winnings, it is that I'm not only well-trained, but constantly trained by the toughest and the best prepared opposition. And take it as I say. It can be even worse than I say. Therefore, let me thank here tonight also my fiercest opposition present here, and let me thank you all wholeheartedly, also on her behalf, for being here with us in this annual pleasant evening. Thank you, and if I may take the glass, I want to make a toast, first and foremost, to your families, to your children, to your parents and in-laws, that, as you know, and as I know too, are the ones who pay the highest price for all your work away from home, although very often I understood they like to be in Albania even more than at home, and for sure they will hate you when you will oblige them to go somewhere else. But this is for years to come. For the moment, you are all here in Albania with them, and you can also host them who are not living with you. So God bless them all, and may your families be in the best shape, and may you, thanks to their support, shrine, and why not help us to do better. Thank you very much. Cheers and Happy New Year.